stream. Let's see. I'm just waiting for it to process all the way. Okay. So we are officially on YouTube. So I am so excited to be speaking with you, Lisa. Okay, for everyone out there who's watching this, I am Michelle Fletcher. I am the founder of the Holistic Business Network, which is a community of natural health and wellness practitioners and businesses that I help to support so that they're no longer the best kept secret, right? And so today I am speaking with Lisa Gordon. She is um, has an amazing background, international research, and actually she's a doctor, Dr. Lisa Gordon. I need to put some respect on her name because she's worked hard for that, and is in international business. But now she has moved into creating a plant-based protein bar line, and she's newer in this journey, but she is just rocking and rolling and is a new member of our community. And so just excited to have a conversation and learn more about you and what you have happening. And the fact that you're not even in the US right now, you're in Trinidad sharing this message. Lisa, I'm just so happy that we get to connect because we've tried multiple times. It hasn't worked out. So here we are, getting to talk. Please share your background with us, and then we're going to get into some conversation.
Okay, sure. So let's see. Let's see where I begin. So, as you rightfully said, I'm an academic and a researcher with a PhD in international relations, an MBA in international business, a master's in communications, a bachelor's in Spanish. I speak fluent French, and I have working knowledge of Portuguese. And I have over,
Amazing.
I would say, I have approximately 9 years of experience in business intelligence, and specifically for 7 years of which was devoted to market research studies, which are grounded in music tourism. Because my doctoral research, yes, because my doctoral research was on international trade and the live music industry. And for that research, I analyzed consumers, the consumer preferences and trends and behavior patterns using quantitative methodologies. And basically, this is my background. I looked at other aspects within that international trade and the live music industry, but analyzing the consumers' experiences of consumers played a very important aspect in that research as well.
That is so interesting, right? Because you being from Trinidad, we
Yeah,
know how big Carnival is. Around,
yeah,
like people travel from around the world to go to Carnival in Trinidad.
yeah,
And what plays a huge role in that? The music. Like
yeah.
people are coming for the vibes, the music, the just the
Exactly.
fet, all the things. So I've
Yes,
never heard of someone studying that, but
yes,
wow, there must be a
yes,
lot of
yes.
so
And in
cool.
trade, and in trade terminology, when you have tourists traveling to attend a festival, a live music festival, or a concert event, like for instance, when you have concert goers from different states going to see their favorite performer live, in trade terminology, uh, that is known as consumption abroad. So you're actually going abroad to consume the service, which is the live performer who is delivering that service. So it's actually a World Trade Organization terminology. You have four modes of trade, And that's one of the modes of trade.
You are teaching me something right now. I was looking at my phone because we're also live on YouTube. Well,
Yeah,
hi, YouTube world. And I wanted to
yeah,
make sure it was really happening because it was so
yeah,
simple. I'm like, oh, that was so easy. I wanted to make sure. But
yeah,
that is so interesting.
yeah.
Okay,
And
Dr. Lisa, I did not know that. Like, we've spoken many times, but I haven't gotten deep into like the research part of what you're doing. And we're going to take that offline too, because I have some things to ask you about that. But that is
yeah,
so good.
yeah.
And what an interesting topic. And I'm sure Trinidad is like the perfect model to study for that, right?
Yes, Trinidad is a very perfect model to study, but I would say not only Trinidad, but also the wider Caribbean. When I looked at international trade in the music industry, I specifically looked at the French-speaking overseas territories, which are part of the European Union, and the sovereign Caribbean uh, nations, English-speaking Caribbean nations. And it was very interesting because when doing this specific research, you're dealing with two regions that have different geopolitical affiliations, i.e., the overseas French-speaking territories being a part of the European Union and the sovereign Caribbean nations being a part of the CARICOM. So how does trade operate within that complex context? So this is how I analyze consumer behavior within that framework, as well as within the framework of distance, as well as within the framework of trade facilitation, of culture, because you're dealing with people, you're dealing with consumers and service providers who speak different languages. So you have
Yeah.
that as well. And you have, of course, divergent legal frameworks. And how does that affect uh, the international trade in live music services, especially when it comes to the concept of copyright? Because as you know, copyright
Mm.
has a great deal of value for the live music service providers. So it was very, how should I say, very multidisciplinary in terms of this market research, which was partly funded by the European Union through its Erasmus Plus program for doctoral research. So I was a beneficiary of that
Wow.
doctoral research grant from Erasmus Plus. And yeah, so
So this is so like to have
yeah,
your background and then move into the wellness space.
yeah,
But I love when I first spoke to you how you used a lot of your research mind
yeah.
to figure out where you wanted to go when it came to wellness and even looking at your own lifestyle and what you like to consume. Um, Lisa did her research, okay,
Yeah.
to figure out what she wanted to do, and now tell them what you have developed.
Oh, sure. So I have developed a plant-based protein bar known as Prozert. And Prozert is a portmanteau, which is a combination of the words protein bar and a dessert. Actually, the term came about through a brainstorming session I had with my 12-year-old daughter, who said, "Oh my goodness, mom, this protein bar just tastes so much like a dessert. It reminds me of a cheesecake. I don't know what it reminds me of, but it reminds me of a dessert." And then we were just thinking about names. What should we call it? And then she came up with the name. What about Prozert, protein bar and dessert? And it's an apt description for it because it's actually a dessert that brings or has the nutritional benefits and effects of a protein bar. So
I love it. I love it. And what is the terminology you use to describe that ProZert? What it's a word I only heard it for the first time when you
portmanteau. It's
is
it's
that
it's a French. They do say it in English as well, but it's the roots of the word is it's French. It means when you combine two words together and you create a new word which reflects exactly what you're describing or the noun you're referring to. You have many things like you have combinations of words like that. Uh, Sometimes I can't think of one right off the top of my head, but perhaps in the course of the conversation, if I think of one, I'll
yes. Well, you
pass it.
really expanded my
Blog,
vocabulary. What
blog
was
is one. Blog, video,
yes,
blog,
vlog,
or
video.
blog.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's a portmanteau.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
so I saw that word and I had to look it up myself because I was like, I've never heard of this word. And then I realized it's derived from another language and you speak
Yes.
multiple languages. So I don't know if it's common. Well, you said they use it in English too, but
Yes,
I was
they
like,
use it in English as well.
oh, okay.
They
Well, that is so clever. I'll
Yeah.
just say that. Super clever. Um, so I know you've been out there like as a researcher, I love the steps you're taking because one of your first videos was you created a number of the protein bars for people to sample and get their feedback
Yes,
and
I did.
recorded it. And the feedback was so good. Like I
Yeah.
cannot wait to try this myself.
Yeah.
I can't wait for
It,
you.
it's absolutely delicious, Michelle. You will not be disappointed. The value of this protein bar for me, well, I'll just give you the genesis of it. When I created the protein bar, it was, of course, with the view, well, with the, I guess what I want to say is that I am a bit, how should I say, the thought of eating a protein bar or a commercial protein bar is not something that really excites me.
Mm,
I do find many of them tend to taste a bit powdery. I'm
mhm,
not a big fan of pea protein, and I absolutely love desserts. And I don't know if it has to do with the fact that I lived abroad. I lived in France for 7 years, and I really indulge in desserts, not just the ones that you find in the patisserie, but also the artisanal desserts, those you have in the open markets in France. And I just said, let me see if I could try to make my own version of a protein bar that's inspired by what I would have tried when I lived in France. So I experimented in the kitchen using whole foods like almonds, oats, dates, unrefined sugar, and voila, you have, and of course, raspberry, and all
mm,
of these foods have really good benefits for your health and your wellness. Almonds was really, what should I say? Eating almonds was really something that I needed while I was doing my PhD because it was a tremendously stressful period in my life for multiple reasons.
mm,
And it I discovered that almonds are actually good in terms of helping you manage stress, anxiety, and depression. Similarly, oats have that effect as well. And almonds are also very high in protein, plant-based protein. And it's only rivaled by soy. And if you have like soy allergies, you have the option of getting your source of protein from almonds. So almonds,
mm.
I knew had to be part and parcel of that recipe. Oats as well. Dates, great for respiratory health. as well as giving you energy. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
berries have the antioxidant impact as well.
I love it. I love it because I do eat protein bars, but like you, I am very particular because,
Yeah,
if it does have that powdery or chalky taste, I don't really care for it.
yeah,
But it can be nice to have something on the go, when, you're on the go and you want something that's a good choice. So I'm very particular about which ones I eat, and they're usually plant-based for me too. So I love this entire concept and I
yeah.
cannot wait to try it myself. So, for you, what are some of the what are some of the connections that you may be looking for with this protein bar line?
So this is a startup. So as a startup, of course, you're always happy to have investors. And
Yes.
I want to give investors the insurance. If you bet on this, you're betting on something sure because the protein bar is absolutely delicious. It's something that's needed in the market. The protein snacks industry is a multi-billion dollar industry. So, getting into it will be worth your while. So, I'm looking for investors and, of course, distributors, people to help me distribute my product. So, those are the key things, the key resources that I'm looking for at the moment.
No, those are good resources too. So that's good to know because if anyone's watching this and
Mhm.
you're that person or you know someone or you want to invest because you can see the potential, because I will share that it was predicted last year that the health and wellness industry will expand in growth to over $9 trillion in revenue that's created. And that's between things like healthy protein bars, fitness, supplements, like all those things are going to be that's a huge jump in revenue for health and wellness. And so we can see more people are gravitating all around um, the country and the world to natural resources. So this is a great startup to bet on because it's definitely in alignment with the trajectory of growth in that
Indeed,
industry.
indeed, it is. It's a very very dynamic line of business that it's promising in terms of return on investment
Yeah.
because you have a lot of people. Many people right now are paying attention to their health. They see that it's really important, and I think there is that thrust towards paying attention to what you put in your body.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yes. I think
it.
the awareness is really high right now. It definitely, the
Yeah,
awareness has been heightened.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so it's just such a great time. They're predicting this within the next by 2029.
yeah.
So only in a few years. So we can see there's a lot of projected growth with that. You've already created something that people are raving about. You're getting the word out. And I mean, as someone who's just getting started, I
Yeah.
love all that you've been doing to expose people to what you've created. I love it.
Yes, because I thought that it was important. I mean, there's also that academic side of me, the teaching side of me. So I wanted people to participate on this journey with me, you know?
Yes.
So, and then you can give me your feedback because as a researcher, all researchers will tell you is that you are constantly learning. You are never, and at least for me and my perspective, one is never an expert. You're always learning, you're always learning. So, especially if you connect with people, everyday people at the grassroots level, giving you, sharing advice with you, giving you suggestions, that's very important
Yeah.
because it helps make your product better, So, and then I also wanted to share my experience for others who might be considering a similar journey as well, that is transitioning from a specific line of profession into the health
Yeah,
and wellness sector as a micro entrepreneur. So, yeah, that's
exactly. You're giving a lot of people inspiration right now with
yeah,
this transition. And it's not even it's not that you've stopped doing what you do as a researcher and all
yeah,
the education you have.
precisely.
It just
Yeah,
is adding on to what you're doing.
precisely.
So
That is
good.
adding on into to what I'm doing, you know?
So
So
this video will also be placed on our Instagram page, and we're going to collaborate with you. So anyone who's watching this and wants to learn more or wants to ask Lisa any questions, please follow ProZert. It's called ProZert Fit. It will be connected, but follow her page. If you're on YouTube, you can go to Instagram and find ProZert, PROSSE.
SSERT. And it's a company that's registered in the United States. It's ProZert LLC in Florida, South Florida. So,
Yes.
if for investors are curious, is this a company that's, an overseas, a foreign company? No, it's a local company within the United States, within
Yes.
Florida, state of
There you
Florida.
go. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness. So
yeah.
please, did you want to share anything else? Because I wanted people to know how they can also get in contact with you too. So I'm going to have you leave that.
So, okay, so right now my website is still under construction. It's www.prozert.com. So keep checking so that you can place your orders on my website when it's up and running. But in the
Okay.
meantime, I advise you to check out my Instagram page, which is Prozert at Prozert Fit, FIT. So which is at and Prozert, PROSSERT, FIT. So you can check out and find out when my next pop-up events will be, because as a micro entrepreneur, I'm going really on the ground here, doing my, pop-up events like most entrepreneurs do. Like when there's
Yes.
no startups.
That's
So
where we start, like the humble beginnings, and it
exactly, and we
grows. It
start very
grows.
small and then we grow. Yeah,
Yes.
and that makes it all the more organic, all the more authentic. So,
Hmm.
so yes, you can of course check out my Instagram page, which is Prozert Fit at Prozert Fit, and of course I have my website. And stay tuned. I will be right now. I'm currently in the Caribbean, working on developing my business here because I'm developing it in both countries, here in Trinidad, and of course in the United States, Florida, where I live. So look out for me in July for the next pop-up so you can get an opportunity to try those absolutely delicious, they're absolutely delicious, bursting with flavor protein bars.
Well, we cannot wait. We cannot wait. Run, go
That's
follow
great.
Lisa so you can know what's going on and where she's going to be and all the
Yeah,
things. And then
yeah.
even I'm sure you're going to announce when the website is ready to go. So just
Cool.
stay tuned to the Instagram page.
Yeah.
And if you cannot find Lisa, which you should be able to, you can reach out to me and I will definitely give you her
Yeah.
information so you can reach her. But it's such an honor to have you as a
You
part of
can
the
also
network. Oh, say,
you
what
can
was that?
also reach out to me via my LinkedIn as well. So you can always send me a message via my LinkedIn. It's Lisa Gordon, PhD. You would be able to find me there on LinkedIn. You can always message me as well because I also post updates about my plant-based protein bar business development project on my LinkedIn as well.
Oh,
So
good.
yeah,
Okay, so what I'll do for the YouTube, I'll definitely put your links in there. And then on Instagram, you'll be connected to our page so people can find you both ways. No excuses. This was such an interesting conversation. You taught me a lot of things, and I'm very excited to talk to you offline about some things too. But
Yeah.
it's an honor having you as a part of the Holistic Business Network. I love what you're doing. I love how passionate and excited you are. It makes me excited. You're just like the perfect like protege for someone that's just getting started. This is how we love to help serve them, is giving you the tools and the resources that can help you expand faster, right? Because we have a whole community that you can connect with. So
Yeah.
happy you're here. Dr.
I'm
Lisa Gordon.
I'm so happy to have met you, Michelle. Shout out to Stephanie for introducing us, because wow, this is, such a I'm really happy and feel very much at home within your network, Holistic Business Network. And this is an excellent initiative you have, started. Well, not started because you've been on this path for years, but that you've conceptualized. So
Oh,
kudos to
thank
you as
you.
well. Yeah.
Thank you. And I feel like you joining right now with what is about to roll out, with what I'm about
Yeah.
to roll out, you are just such a perfect addition. So I'm so happy you're here. I can't
Yeah.
wait for more people to know about you and to try the dessert, and when you get back, all the things. So it's going to be an amazing time and journey. So thank you so much, Lisa, all the way from Trinidad. Thank you for your time and enjoy.
Okay. Okay. Same to you. Have a great day. Bye.
All right. Bye. I think, let me see how this works on here. Maybe, oh,